among all the Godzilla madness with Godzilla Minus One and Godzilla X Kong, which of course, I've already shared my thoughts. I like Godzilla Minus One a lot more than Godzilla X Kong. Not that X Kong was bad. It wasn't bad. It's just that Godzilla Minus One was that good. Another thing that's good out of the whole Godzilla Monsterverse is Monarch on Apple TV Plus. If you have not been watching sci-fi shows on Apple TV Plus, I am here to tell you, you are missing something great. They have a lot of great shows. I'm not going to go over all of them. But anyway, let's get to this article right here from fandompulse.com. Godzilla and Kong required to take on, new bigger Titan and Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2 trailer. Apple TV shared the first trailer for the second season of Monarch Legacy of Monsters, and it promises a team up between Kong and Godzilla as they will have to take on a new, bigger Titan. It's always good when you get Godzilla teaming up with Kong and taking on other monsters. That's one of the reasons why I actually liked Godzilla X Kong. Now, some of the special effects, and really, I'll tell you what, my opinion about this is really, as you know, heavily influenced by what I saw from Godzilla Minus One. I think the special effects on Godzilla X Kong were overdone. They could have scaled back and used a lot more practical effects that would have generated better results, in my opinion. Now, I might be on an island unto myself on that, but I liked what I saw in Godzilla Minus One. In an official description, Apple TV promises the second season will reveal buried secrets that reunite our heroes and villains on Kong's Skull Island and a new mysterious village where a mythical Titan rises from the sea. The ripple effects of the past make waves in the present day, blurring the bonds between family, friends, and foe, all with the threat of a Titan event on the horizon. I like how Apple TV Plus has managed to keep your interest without showing Kong in every scene. Like, they actually got you interested in the side characters. So even though, yeah, obviously this is about Kong, but you don't have to have, Godzilla, excuse me. You don't have to have Godzilla on the screen in every shot. They really do a good job of keeping your interest without doing that. And that's one of the reasons why I love this show. So when they talk about the family element and the bonds, it might be like, this is Godzilla. Why does that matter? But it actually does. That new threat is described as a living cataclysm. When its massive bioluminescent form breaks the surface of the ocean, the world seems to hold its breath. Additionally, it's described as an ancient force emerging from the deep, its purpose uncertain, its power unmatched, its awe and terror in equal measure. Now, I have not watched this trailer yet, so we're going to watch this together, and this is going to be literally the first time I am seeing this trailer. I'm sure I will enjoy it. Let me turn the volume down a little bit. They do a good job, Apple TV Plus, with their special effects. Of course, Apple has a lot of money, so they got that good budget money. Hold on. I just realized that I'm not hearing my audio from this, and I'm not sure exactly why I'm not hearing my audio from my let me see. Let me work some things, try to work some magic. Get my audio here. Do I have I have that set up. Let me see. Okay, there we go. We're back in business. Let's go back to the top with the audio in there.
This is not Kong.
And it's not Godzilla. This is something bigger.
Yeah, if you notice, if you haven't watched many TV shows on Apple TV Plus, if you're looking at this, you could easily see this being in a movie theater, like a major motion picture release. They're not skimping, like they're not going, all out. I'm not going to make it seem like this is, cinema ready, but it wouldn't take much to have this cinema ready just from watching that first season. This is a great show. And I thought for some reason, I thought they were on season 3. I might have to look this up, but I guess it is season 2. Man, seems like there was 2 seasons. I guess that's how good it was. It just seemed like 2 seasons.
We opened the rift to another world.
I did it. I pressed the button. I let the genie out of the bottle.
What's next?
I've just destroyed the world.
Consequences.
I'm living in.
This Titan
I'm living in.
is like a god. And the sea creatures worship it.
That's another thing I noticed. There's a lot of shows that have actors and actresses that they're kind of, I don't know if you've noticed this. I've noticed that some actors, when they're on a TV show versus when they're on the big screen, the cinema in the movie theaters, they seem to approach acting different. And I don't get that feeling from Apple TV Plus. They really, like I said, they really go all out.
Hundreds of thousands are in the path of this monster. And we don't know what it wants.
I'm gonna find a way to set things right. I promise. To destroy a monster takes another monster. We need Kong and Godzilla.
What if they make the situation worse?
So I just looked it up. I just wanted to make sure there was only 1 season. For some reason, I when I watched this initially, it felt like there were 2 seasons. I could have, I mean, wow, maybe was there something before? Maybe it was just the flashbacks, the way they did this. Man, I'm bugging out. I'm going to have to, I feel like the Mandela effect is going on for me right now. This is crazy.
You're trying to play God. No man should play God.
I lost people I loved. Don't make the same mistake I did.
In the end, only one thing matters. Who wins?
Yeah, when you look at this, it does not seem like this is February 27th. Man, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, it doesn't seem like this is a TV show. It seems like it's something in the theater. Anyway, going with the article. The new threat is a brand of new monster, as confirmed by the show's producer, Tony Tunnell. He told SFX magazine in January, "It's really exciting to launch a new monster here, and with VFX supervisor Sean Conrad's collaboration, it feels dynamic and exciting and something we haven't seen before." I will say, I don't know if I would say it hasn't been seen before, but I don't know at this level if it's been seen, special effects being done like this on a TV show. And again, Apple has the money. And this is why a lot of these shows come out like this. They just have the money. Additionally, Tunnel shared how the creature design was based off of real-life deep-sea creatures. Ian will often invite us on Zoom calls to look at species that are real, Tunnel says. You think you're an educated human and you know what creatures exist on this planet, and then suddenly Sean shows you things and you're like, oh my God, that's real? Where is that? Yo, there is a lot of deep sea creatures that look like something out of a sci-fi movie. I remember watching, I don't remember, it's one of those Discovery or whatever it was, and they were showing deep sea creatures like way down in the depths, and it really did look like something out of an alien movie. It was crazy. I was like, I've never seen anything like this. We really want to have these new Titans rooted in reality. So we spend a lot of time making sure that they make sense, like the way that they're moving or whatever their fuel is, and that the whole idea is integrated, she added. We're also trying to match it thematically with what we're doing in the show. There's a lot of conversation. There's a lot of conversation that goes into it. So they're not just throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks. There's a lot of behind the scenes planning, and they're making sure what they're pumping out is actually quality. And I'm sure a lot of that is pushed by Apple, like, yo, make sure this is good. Like I said, from what I've seen, it seems like that's what they're doing. On top of the new Titan, this season is expected to deliver more King Kong following his teaser at the end of season 1. Back in May 2024, series creator Chris Black told Gold Derby, "We want to continue to tell the human story, but there also was a hunger for more spectacle, for more monsters. So how do we make it bigger and better? We reveal Kong at the end of the first season. So there's going to be an expectation. You're going to see more of Kong, and we want to deliver on that. It's a blessing and the curse of making a hit show. On the one hand, you're like, oh, we made a hit show. Then you also, oh crap, we made a hit show." He concluded, yeah, because now you have to keep up the momentum of that hit show status. Monarch Legacy of Monsters stars Kurt Russell, Wyatt Russell, Anna Sawai, Kiersey Clemons, Ren Watabe, Mari Yamamoto, Joe Tippett, and Anders Holm. It will also guest star Takehiro Hira, Amber Midthunder, Curtis Cook, Cliff Curtis, Dominique Tipper, and Camilo Jimenez Varon. So that's all the people that are going to be in that. I am looking forward to this. I don't know if I have been let down one time by one of these shows from Apple TV. They really do knock it out the park.